I tried to get these two back together, but, you know, you'd have to be an absolute moron not to see that these two just wouldn't work. So I put them in a match.
I think if you hadn't, they just would have been beating each other up in the car park anyway.
Here we go.
Let's also talking the accolades of these men, of course. Big Brodie Marshall, a former two-time RCW champion.
Now, here's the thing. Tyler cashed in his key to the city and helped Brodie Marshall win another RCW championship in the form of the tag team titles. A little bit of ungratefulness, maybe. Maybe.
Well, he did also help himself to that tag team championship by unlocking that key to the city. The residents behind Marshall here.
Yeah, they jumped back on the bandwagon pretty quickly, didn't they?
That's why I hired him.
Lock up in the center of the ring right there. I must say, I was expecting these two to come out fists of fury, but yeah, there's going to be some one-upsmanship here between these two, no doubt.
They know each other too well, like I know the front of my hand.
Can we not get into the front of your... Let's just not.
Two big bulls locking horns here. And here we go, there's the fists, there's the punches, here is the hatred between these two. The quote-unquote wrestling match did not last very long. Daniels meets the floor.
Big clothesline from Big Brodie. This is getting good.
Oh, these guys were called the Savage Gentlemen. Right now they're just, well, two savages. I'm surprised we saw as many wrestling maneuvers there at the start that we actually did see. I was, like you, expecting to see a brawl from the start. I'll get it out eventually, out of my mouth.
It's a bit of feeling
Wow.
out process. Now they're going to feel each other's fists in their face.
Daniels retaliating here.
You know what? Both of these guys are very well skilled in the actual art of wrestling, but they both know how to fight. And as Jimmy C did point out, well, you know, I don't think Tyler Daniels was very happy with the way he was treated. As you said, he gave up his key to the city, gave Brodie Marshall another.
The difference does have a point here. I mean, you know, he helped Brodie win the tag team titles. He wasn't going to get that opportunity elsewhere.
The Savage Gentlemen were quite proud of being tag team champions at the time they held those belts.
Well, as you would. Tell you what, that RCW tag team titles that the Rude Ones very proudly have secured around their waist is recognised all around this country as one of the best tag team championships across Australia. So I can see why they were very proud. But look at these two, just like two bulls here, fighting it out. Oh, look at that big clothesline. Wow.
Looking to put this one away early, maybe.
I think Big Brodie Marshall has a power bomb in mind of the pop-up variety. No.
Everyone has a plan until they get a knee in the face.
Clothesline, Daniels ducks this one.
Oh, look at the Northern Light. Oh. Northern Lights release there.
Beautiful suplex right there.
And as you mentioned a moment ago, Wolfie, Tyler Daniels, one hell of a wrestler.
I mentioned time and time again, Tyler Daniels, of course, was schooled in the original Monster Factory. What a late, great Cole Damani. So this guy knows how to wrestle above all else.
Making the most of Marshall being down on his knees right there with that right hand, keeping Marshall down before he can yet get back to his feet. The height, the power advantage surely has got to lay with Marshall here if both men are standing.
And it's a great strategy, negate that power advantage that he clearly does have, Josh. Keep him down there on the ground. But look at this.
You know Tyler's just fantasized about this moment. Here tonight at Trial by Stone.
Referee Michael Kent there having words with Tyler Daniels. I'm not sure that's a great idea.
Daniels using the top rope there to rake the eyes of Marshall.
Tyler Daniels, a difference, very methodical wrestler. Doesn't waste any movement in that ring.
See, the referee's trying to, admonish these guys here, but come on, these are two money players. But that's the thing. I'm the GMC. I don't know what I'm going to do if they take each other out tonight.
Well, as much as the referee was trying to admonish Tyler Daniels, he knows very well there's a 5 count to break any maneuver in that ring. Look at the strength there.
Incredible power display. Marshall in with the cover, leg hooked. Whoa, that was close. 2 count.
I think Tyler's foot touched the brand new lighting here at Latvian Hall. Oh, the strength of Big Brodie Marshall.
Yeah, I noticed you mentioned the brand new lighting. I take it that's part of your new general managership as well, is it?
Up C grades to the ceiling.
You upgraded the lighting but left me with Josh Armour. Thank you.
He's measuring Daniels now. Oh, he's going to cop it.
Ouch.
With a little extra vinegar.
Oh, Tyler Daniels rolling to the outside. That might not be a smart maneuver. Take a break, have a breather.
Referee applying a count here. Of course, if he does reach 10, any wrestlers who are outside of the ring during that count will be counted out at the count of 10. So,
nah, I want to see these two rip each other apart. But then again, I don't know. I mean, these are two of the Riot City's biggest stars. But a fight is a damn good fight.
Well, they're going to have to keep an eye on that count there.
referee's count is up to 7 now, Wolfie.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it end like that.
Right into the steel post.
Tyler doing the veteran maneuver, going in the ring and breaking up the count.
That's what makes him as well.
The difference. Those slight differences. He's mocking the man too big to break. Tyler is feeding off this crowd. They are such puppets.
They're also helping to pay our wages, Jimmy C. Don't forget that.
Referee's count up to 8.
I pay everyone's wages around here.
Count was broken there.
Pay rise.
We'll talk.
Tyler Daniels now going back to the outside.
Get the feeling here that Daniel's trying to keep Marshall at bay for as long as possible.
He wants to draw out this moment for as long as possible. When Tyler Daniels burst into my office earlier this week, I had never seen a man more focused and determined to rip someone apart.
Wait, didn't you say a moment ago you wanted them to both tear each other apart? Wouldn't that include...
I know what I seed. Don't backchat your boss.
Whoa! Thought Marshall was going to go flying into the residence. Daniels ended up against the steel rail. Now, will Tyler Daniels be counted out here?
Of course, we saw Tyler Daniels break that count on purpose. See if
Brodie Marshall
wants to
He wants to humiliate him.
Up to an 8 count. Residents of Riot City, your winner as a result of a count out, Big Brodie Marshall.
You know, after all that, this is not over by a long shot.
You got to remember, you got to do Tyler Daniels things how Tyler Daniel wants them to do, on his terms, and clearly this wasn't his terms.
You can tell Marshall was hoping to get the victory there, but perhaps not by count out.
Oh, look at this.
Maybe he wanted the pinfall.
Michael Kent's over. Whoa, he's lost his belt.
I knew these men weren't afraid to hit below the belt, but...
Oh, Big Brodie Marshall was telling him to bring it on.
Wise.